Hello, hookers, crafters, and laymen. I know it's February, which means we're literally over 8% way through the year, but I wanted to come on and just kind of talk through my goals for the year, talk through the types of crafts that I want to be doing. I love watching other people make these types of videos, so I thought I would just tag along. So, here we go. I recently watched Evelyns.Crafts, and she made this cute little journal for crochet where you can keep track of your projects, your whips, and other things like that. I really love her journal, but when I was thinking about what I would want to put in a journal, it was just missing some key elements. So I designed my own little crochet journal that will hopefully help me keep organized throughout the year. The way I currently do my crafts is I have notes on my phone, I have post-it notes on my desk, I have Google Docs with a bunch of notes. I don't have anything that concisely organizes everything. So I'm excited to see if I actually use this journal throughout the year. Okay, let's get started. My 2026 crochet journal. Of course, the table of contents, so you know right where to go. I put my current whips first. If you don't know, that stands for works in progress. I have 8 on here. I have more than 8 whips, so I just put my main 8 on there that I really need to get done. I'm not going to go into super detail about this because later on you'll see I have a really fun video planned for my whips, and that will hopefully help me get all of these done. But very briefly, I have a granny square sweater that I made last year. I only have to weave in the ends and it's done. It's super cute. I love the colors. I would wear it, but I didn't weave in the ends as I went, and so I'm just not gonna weave in the ends. I designed a Harry Potter sweater 3 years ago for my sister, and it's still not finished. I don't even remember what kind of stitch I used. I don't even remember how I did one shoulder. I have one shoulder left to go. And the sleeves. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Maybe it'll be a vest. Maybe I'll turn it into a vest. A crochet shrug. I decided I really want one. I don't know if I do anymore. Granny square bags. I got a lot of that yarn. The Red Heart granny square yarn. I got a ton. I've made a ton of squares. I just need to do something with them. A headband. I stared at the pattern for months and loved it. I don't think I look good in a headband, but I thought the headband is so cute that maybe I would actually wear a headband. It's thin yarn. I can't do anything smaller than worsted weight. I know, I'm lame. A large flower for my granny square blanket. I loved a granny square in it, and I wanted to turn it into a mega flower. Maybe for a rug. It's kind of too thick to be a rug. I just need to turn it into a square, and it's done. An Akitar sweater. Oh, my best friend bought the yarn, asked me to make it for her. I am more than willing to make it for her. That was 2 years ago, though. She's currently pregnant, and it would have been perfect for the wintertime, which is basically now over, so I need to get that done ASAP. And then an old blanket, my husband-in-law. My husband-in-law? My husband's great-grandma crocheted, and they had a bunch of squares, and nobody crochets in the family, so I asked if I could take the squares and turn them into something, so I need to turn all of those squares into a blanket or something. I don't know. I need to see how many there are. Anyway, I do have a page in here where you can keep organized on your yarn stash. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I want to be that organized, and I don't think I have it in me to be that organized. So yeah, I just listed some colors, and that's all that's gonna happen. Goals. I split my goals into 2 different pages, my personal goals and then goals for where I want to see the business of Evelyns.Crafts go. My personal goals for the year, I want to design 4 new crochet patterns, like completely designed, posted for people to purchase. I have 1 currently in the testing phase, which is literally so stinking exciting. It's my Ocean Mosaic crochet blanket, and so that'll be coming out sometime in the spring. And then I am working on another design right now. I did 1 version of it, and I need to make a few more versions, and then I will be sending a pattern test out for that. I do have other designs in mind. Don't know when I'm going to start them though. So 4 is the goal for the year. I know I just got done saying how much I literally hate any type of yarn that is smaller than worsted weight, but I really want to do filet crochet. I've seen a few people put that as their goal for this year. I actually am good friends with an older lady who does this beautiful filet crochet work where she puts people's names for when they get married, and she gave my husband and I one when we got married. I love them. I want to learn how to make those so that I can give them to my family and my friends too as gifts. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. My third goal is to minimize my stash. that has been my goal for the last 2 years, and I really just want to buy yarn when I have a project in mind. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind on that, but I don't want to have so much yarn where I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then I think of a project and I'm like, I don't even have the yarn to do that project, so then I have to buy more yarn, and then I have the leftover from that, which goes into the stash, and then again, I have a new project that I don't have any yarn for. Anyway, I just want to buy yarn when I have a project in mind, so I get exactly what I need and I don't have the stash that I currently do. My fourth goal is to complete all of my whips. I literally want to have 0. No whips. None at all. Like, period, end of story. My last personal goal is just to watch more crochet YouTube. I'm actually a huge book nerd, and so most of my YouTube watching is booktube. But I feel like since I am a crochet craft channel, I probably should watch other crochet craft channels just to see, the latest trends or how they do things, get inspiration for my own channel. So if you have anybody that you love to watch on social media, please drop them in the comments so that I can also start watching them. These are my business goals. Number 1, I try to make all of my goals based on me, things that I can do. This one is not so much, but I really want to get monetized on YouTube. So I'm currently not. I'm getting close. You have to have 3,000 watch hours, and I'm about 700 hours away from that. So I'm slowly crawling up there. In order to accomplish goal number 1, I probably need to do goal number 2, which is to consistently post on YouTube. I've tried making content calendars for myself, and I just don't stick with them. Crafts always take longer than I think. I'm the only man running the show. Editing takes literally forever for me. I enjoy the process. It just takes me a long time. With that and just all the other things of life and being a full-time teacher, I just don't always have the time to. Number 3, I want to reach out to 10 companies for collaborations. I need to research some companies that just fit my brand, fit what I'm trying to do, and see if they'd be interested in a sponsorship. Number 4, I want to sell 100 items on Etsy. Again, that is not based on what I do, but what other people do, so it's not a super great goal. But in order to do that, my plan is to make more products. Okay, my husband and I are about to move 18 hours across the country. I say about to move, it's literally not till the summer, but we're already prepping our stuff, we're prepping mentally. So I don't want to take a bunch of stuff that I have. I'm trying to minimize my yarn stash before we go. And so I have a bunch of projects that I want to make to get rid of my yarn, but then I don't want all of this product. So I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of things on Etsy. I'm going to be making a whole bunch of things. And hopefully with the patterns that I'm designing in the sales from that, I will get to 100 total sales by the end of the year. Right now my Etsy looks super lame. Goal number 5. I want to dig into my analytics. I don't quite know what that means for me. I just need to figure out how to be better. You know what I'm saying? Next up is my TBC or my to be crafted list. I split this up into things I want to make soon in the next 1 to 2 months, and then things that are a little bit further out, 3 to 6 months. I mentioned that I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of my yarn. So the first thing I want to make are 3 ornaments. I have 3 clear ornaments from a craft I did with my preschoolers, and so I want to crochet covers for those. Something that's in my whips pile is a sweater for my best friend. What is it called? It's a popular book series. AccuTar. That's what it is. I really need to get that AccuTar sweater done. So that is in my 1 to 2 months to finish list. I had my grandma-in-law order a stuffed animal from me, and so it's actually on my circular knitting machine, but I put it on here because it is high priority for me to make. And then last, a turtle. I did a craft show over the summer, and I bought a bunch of yarn to make turtles, and I'm using the jumbo turtle pattern from Gemma Crochets. I have enough yarn left over to make probably 2 turtles, maybe 3, so that's on there. And then those are going to be posted to my Etsy because I don't want them. I have no other purpose for the yarn besides the turtles, so I'm just going to make them. I just ran out of time before the craft show. Next, my 3 to 6 months category. Wow. If you ever ask me to make you anything, you better expect it in 3 to 5 business years, because one of my good friends asked if I would make her a crochet crossbody bag, which I love these. It is the only type of purse that I use. The pattern is from Sunny Days Crochets, and I will make one for my friend, but this is going on 3 years ago that she wanted me to make one. So this is the year I'm going to do it, in the next 3 to 6 months. Yeah. Next, so my best friend who I'm making this sweater for is having a baby. I want to make the mosaic crochet bookcase blanket for her. I literally love this blanket pattern. I'm so excited to make it. I already have the yarn. I'm 2 rows in. I started it a month ago. I really need to get it done. Her baby shower's in April. So high priorities here. Next, the African flower elephant. Again, I already bought the pattern. I love the look of this elephant. I think it's beautiful, especially depending on the colors that people choose for these. I do have a fun social media crochet challenge that I think I'm going to do in the spring to make this. Obviously, there are a lot more things that I want to crochet. I just did not put them on these lists because these are my high priority things that I need to make sure I get done. Moving on. Things I want to design. I also split this up into the next 1 to 3 months and then 4 to 6 months. So first, a surprise design. I already made one of these. I want to make 5 more before I send out a pattern test for it. So I'm really excited for this. I don't want to say what it is, but it's really fun. It might be a stupid idea. I don't know. I love it. That's all I'm going to say. Keep your eyes peeled for that in the next month or 2. Next, I want to design an ocean mosaic pillow. So my plan, if it can happen, is to release daily videos, a crochet along, making a throw pillow that matches my ocean mosaic crochet blanket. And if you follow along every day with me on social media, then by the end of the time, you will have a throw pillow, and then that will lead up to the release date of the ocean mosaic crochet blanket. That is a perfect world. I don't know if it's going to happen. I have attempted to make a throw pillow 2 or 3 times now. The dimensions are so off. The animal I chose looked horrible, so I put it away literally over a month ago. It's time that I take it back out and get it done so that I can possibly do a crochet along for it and get people excited about the release of the blanket. I don't know if that's stupid. Gosh, I don't know. This feels like a vulnerable video, like talking about my dreams and goals and ideas. Like, yikes, I don't know. The next 4 to 6 months for what I want to design. I'm currently just calling it Trinity names. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I want to crochet a blanket with every single name for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's it. Just rows and rows of names for the Trinity. I also want to design a mosaic crochet Christmas blanket. That's what got me into mosaic crochet 2 winters ago. I made the gingerbread crochet along by Juniper and Oaks. My parents never put that blanket away. It has been on the couch since I gave it to them. I love it so much, so I really just want to design my own Christmas blanket and hopefully inspire some other people to love mosaic crochet. The next section of my crochet journal is the content. I've broken it up into short form content and long form content. So first, short form. These are things that I want to post on TikTok and Instagram. I think I'm going to stop posting short form content on YouTube right now because I really want to build up like my long form community watchers. I posted a challenge that I did on YouTube for short forms. I got a lot of viewers from that. I got a lot of followers, but those short form content followers are not translating into long form content followers. So I think I'm going to stop doing shorts in the meantime. Anyway, I just explained this already. The Ocean Mosaic Crochet Along, just a little throw pillow leading up to the release of my Ocean Mosaic blanket pattern. I already mentioned this one too, the African Flower Elephant. It will be a daily challenge series using challenges from my Instagram story. I wanted to make this back at the end of the summer, going into the fall, and just ended up having surgery, ran out of time. So now I'm going to do it in the spring. I put out an Instagram story asking for people to submit crochet challenges, and then what I'm going to do is turn those into cards, use those cards and a dice. I have a whole game idea and turn it into a challenge to make this stuffed animal. Next, I'm currently releasing a long form series on mosaic crochet. I think I'm 5 videos into that. And what I want to do is release little ads or teasers on TikTok and Instagram to get people excited about mosaic crochet and possibly have them move from my short form tutorials to my long form tutorials to try and build up my watch hours to get monetized. You see how everything is kind of connected here in a weird way? Last, my surprise design, the thing I'm working on right now. I have some fun videos planned for when I want to put those out there. Next page, long form content YouTube. So I need to finish my mosaic crochet series. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out if you're interested in mosaic crochet. I'm breaking it all down, like completely. I have an overview. I have how to do a foundation single crochet row, how to do the border stitches, how to do the front loop only double crochets and back loop only single crochets, how to do a negative stitch. I think that's it currently. I still need to film and edit, so this literally could be months in the future before these are posted, but eventually they will be posted, I promise. Like I say, 3 to 5 business years, they will be available eventually. I need to do a tutorial for how to make an envelope border, how to read a mosaic crochet pattern. I want to create a mini swatch in case people want to learn how to do it using a mini swatch. Thank you to the viewer who commented this on a video. I want to do a video talking about mosaic crochet designers and patterns that I want to do or that I suggest people look at. Next, secret project. This is not my design. I have a secret project I'm working on. This video will be released probably in the next 2 months. That's it. My blindfolded granny square video. 4 months ago, I blindfolded myself and recorded myself crocheting a granny square. I just need to edit it. Then you can watch it to see how well I do crocheting a granny square blindfolded, and then you can try it and let me know how you do. Other things I want to record this year. Yeah! My grandma wants to learn how to crochet, but she is convinced that she is terrible and cannot learn, so I want to release a video series teaching grandma how to crochet because I'm convinced she can learn. I'm actually convinced that I'm a good enough teacher that I can teach her how to learn. My only concern is that right now she lives 12 hours away from me, and so I can't teach her in person, which would be the easiest. I'm going to break down basic crochet so simply that my grandma can learn how to do it. Next, finish the whip or face the wheel of consequences. So my family is going to come up with consequences. I'm going to pull a current project that I have. If I don't want to do it, I have to spin the wheel and do one of my family's consequences. If I do want to finish the whip, then I finish it. So that's it. Trying to get me motivated to finish my whips since my goal is to finish all of my whips for the year. We are almost at the end of my crochet journal. The next page I have are just my current favorite creators. Right now I love watching the Laura Grace on YouTube, and I also love watching Amazing Page. If you've never seen them, check out their content. They're pretty chill, and I like their stuff. And the designers that I currently like are Crochet by Jessie. She has just these amazing mosaic crochet tops. I am obsessed with the sweaters. Will I ever make one? I don't know, because it's finger weight or sport weight or something yarn. I love especially this Tesserae jumper, but I just don't like small yarn. Maybe after I try filet crochet, then I'll be like, oh, this yarn actually isn't that hard to work with. A tiny hook, not that big of a deal. And then I will get the courage to try this. I don't know. I also put Crochet by Jane up here. She is just so fun. Everything she does is literal gold. Oh yeah, I put a little thing on here so you can keep track of all the pattern tests that you do and all of the pattern tests that you host. I put pattern test host first. I added my mosaic crochet blanket. I have the duration, how long the test is going to last, all the testers that I chose, and then any notes that I want to make on the test. And then I also have pattern tester. I'm not a pattern tester per se for this, and this also isn't crochet, but I'm a pattern visibility person. I don't remember the correct wording that she called it, but basically I'm going to make her pattern and just post about it so that other people can see the pattern and hopefully drive some traffic to her channel. But it is the Sonata Switchables by Johanna's Studio. I'm really excited to make the pair of pants. I bought the funnest denim. I think it's going to turn out beautiful. Lastly, I put finished projects. So this is where you can put the name of the project, who designed it, and then any notes that you put. So I've only finished, we're a month in. I haven't done much crochet this year so far. Last weekend I was out for the count, but 2 weekends ago I was in a big sewing kick, and I finally caved and purchased the big giant reversible quilted bow by Lindsay Grace Creates. And I will probably make a bunch more bows. It was so much fun. So again, not crochet, but I did want to put this make in here because I'm proud of it, and it took me hours, and it was really fun to make. Under the notes section, I binge watched The Residence, which was a super fun Netflix series on a murder at the White House, and it was very Clue-esque. If you like sewing and you like bows, this would be a great pattern to buy. That's everything that Oh no, I just remembered something else. I'm going to add a page where you can list all of the patterns that you have purchased currently so that you know what is in your pattern inventory. Maybe you can make them instead of buying more patterns. So that is my complete crochet journal. That's everything that I think that I would want in a journal. If you can think of other pages that would be useful to have to help you stay organized or keep track of your crochet or whatever that I'm not thinking of, please let me know in the comments. If you would be interested in this journal and think that it would be helpful for you to also keep organized with all things crochet, let me know and I will figure out how to make this a shareable, editable Canva link. This will be interesting to watch in a year to see if I actually accomplish any of my goals or if I actually crochet what I am planning to crochet. So that's me. Please let me know if you have any other suggestions, comments, questions, concerns down below. And if you have anything that's mean, you can just keep that in your little brain. If you're still here, thanks for being here. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you hopefully soon and hopefully more consistently in this next year. Later, hookers. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just talking to my bestie about my crochet.